So yeah, what's up everybody? I hope you're doing good today. It's your boy CRS. Make sure you tune in and stay cautious because the danger is arriving. I'm playing. So like, what's up everybody? It's your boy CRS. Make sure you tune in and stay lit for me, because I am lit. I feel good, I feel great. I hope you're doing good too. So yeah, today's topic is biggest red flags you can ever find in a woman, right? I'm just gonna speak my mind from my perspective, from what I see, from my own like preference and standards and shit. I'm not saying a specific red flag is for somebody else, but I'm talking about my red flags, my biggest red flags I can see from it. Okay. So number one is she lacks morality and beliefs, and she don't know who she is. She don't know what she believes in. She don't know where she come from, where she going. That's the chick you need to avoid as a man, right? You cannot deal with someone who don't know who she is or where she come from or where she going. You get what I'm talking about though? The meaning of morality is certain codes and standards that a human comply to. That's how I can define the word morality, I guess so. It's like your codes and your own standards that you follow. Yeah, so a chick that lacks morality is no good for me. I cannot go for that because she don't know what she possesses, or she don't know who she is. She don't know what she believes in. So we all know what we need to do about that. We need to fucking pass it to the crew because she belongs to the streets. So we don't have. So yeah, that was my first point. I hope you understand my standard. So my second red flag in a chick, in a woman, right, is she lacks accountability. Yeah, of course. We all know what it is, how it is. A person who lacks accountability cannot be trusted and shit. You cannot trust someone who lacks accountability, cause they gon' turn on you. They gon' turn on you. So someone who always makes excuses for their own problems and shit like that deserves no play in my life. I cannot take them seriously because they are not willing to grow, they are not willing to learn. Because I'm here to grow, I'm here to learn, I'm here to transcend to my full potential, if you get what I'm talking about. So yeah, obviously a chick who lacks accountability is gonna turn her back against you, cause everyone makes mistakes, and if you are not willing to face your own issues and mistakes and shit, if you're not willing to embrace your mistakes, you don't deserve a space in my life or in my face. If you don't like me, you don't deserve space in my life. I don't want you in my space, so get away from my face. That's how I deal with situation like that. So yeah. Okay, my third biggest red flag I can ever find in a chick is she's always at the club. Yes, of course. I mean, a chick who goes to clubs every weekend of every month is a big no for me, yeah, because she's always at the club. We all know what happens in the club. Big things happen in the club, because there's a saying that says what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So you need to understand that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So I cannot afford to take a chick who goes to the club regularly. So yeah, my third biggest red flag is a chick who's always at the club, right? I mean, like, a chick who's always at the club, you cannot take it seriously, bro, because we all know what happens in the club. So what you need to do is, fellas, you need to fuck it and pass it to the crew. You need to fuck it and send it back to the streets. Cause we all know where she belong. She belong to the streets, nowhere else. You cannot change it, you cannot shape it. I mean, going to the club is a bad habit, right? Because there are no investments that you make to yourself, right? There are no investments. You're only taking away part of yourself every single time you go to dark places and shit like that. You take a piece of your soul, you are draining your energy, you feel me? I know movies and entertainers portray a good public image of what happens in the club, but what happens in the club is really not a good thing to be around. So a chick who's always at the club, that's a big no, bro. That's a big no. You cannot date her, but I'm not saying I don't like chicks who don't go to the club. I like bad chicks, bro. I like bad bitches, but I will never date one. I mean, we all know being in the club is toxic as fuck. The club is like a toxic environment, if you get what I'm talking about. So a chick who always goes to the club and shit and popping hennies and shit, nah. You cannot fuck with her like that. You can't take her seriously, bro. She lacks accountability. She's not growing. She's not investing. So fucking pass it to the crew. She belongs to the streets. That's what we need to do. So yeah, that is it for today. Thank you for your time. Make sure you stay tuned in, cause something hot is coming. So yeah, shout out to my boy COS for doing good shit in the world, I guess so. I'm doing good in the world. What about you? What are you doing to the world?